Hey everyone, it's Char from Char's Fascination, and today we are making, because I have pork out, thinly sliced pork chops, we are going to be making a seasoned Kung Pao pork. I know this says chicken, but I'm pretty sure you can use it for pork. And then we'll be using minute rice because we're going to have something that's delicious, but you can put it over rice. If that makes any kind of sense to you, it makes sense to me. So let's get this going. So now one of the first things that we're going to do, of course, is take a fresh pair of food grade cooking gloves. Plus I also don't want to mess up my nails because, you know, my nails. So we're going to do this. I'm doing this at this time of the day because I'm still figuring out my air fryer. And let's get this open. Trying to make sure I keep everything in view for you because that's nice, you know what I mean? I thought about maybe using some black sesame in this because I love black sesame, but I had some earlier in my lunch. If you don't know, and you might know in a minute, is black sesame is a really good, you're like, wait, you're not spraying that. No, I'm not, because this requires certain things to make the sauce, and yeah, it does. So we're just going to take these 4 thinly sliced pork chops, right? Keep these on. You want to keep these on. Well, do that if you need to do that. You can actually, if your hand is thin enough, take that in there and slide your hand out. So now that we have that out of here, and we're going to bring you right over here. Yes, I promise you that those gloves will be out of the way. And I do Clorox the counter. Well, Lysol. It's not Clorox, it's Lysol. So now that we have this, we're going to open this packet. Don't worry, Rob, you're not in the view. He left the kitchen. That's okay. So we're just going to sprinkle this on here. And we will rub this in because it's going to go on both sides anyway. And the instructions on the back are different than what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my hands after I touch the meat. Because I already washed my hands even before I put those gloves on. Because that's the best thing to do. Oops, I bumped you. I didn't bump you off though. If I was going to bump you off, you'd know. So let's do that. Now you see what I'm doing here? I'm actually patting that down and dredging it. So don't dredge the dredge. Don't dread the dredge. Do that, and then instead of oil, hold on a minute, gotta wash my hands. 1 moment, please. Ooh, I had a thing of pasta over there. I gotta put that pasta away. So instead of doing that, what we are actually gonna do, instead of oil, this is one of my favorite things to do. It's a little balsamic in here. Now I'm going to let the meat cook first because I actually want this liquid to soak up there in that meat. Now what I will put on it is a little Stubbs liquid smoke because this is my favorite. But I gotta get some more because I'm almost out. This is my last bottle of it. And then I will come over here to my spice cupboard and take out some granulated garlic. So you gotta love your garlic. Garlic is good for you and for all sorts of things that ail you. Put that back. Now the other thing that we're gonna do is go ahead. Now normally I would use broth stock. I don't have any handy right now that would suit this, which would be the vegetable broth stock. But it's getting hard to find anymore and it's kind of ridiculous. So there's our liquid into this. And pretty soon we will be, I'm trying to make sure that you can see this, will be put in with that after these cook. So we will be right back with that. After I'm over here and I'm going to show you this. I'm going to turn this on. Now mind you, we're redoing the kitchen. So we're going to turn that on. See where the setting is now. We're going to come over here. And we're going to set this on bake. That's not the temperature I want. We're going to go ahead and turn that up. Nope, 400. Open her up. And then after I put some foil on this, it will go in there. I keep my foil handy. I always keep my foil handy for cooking and whatnot. So it actually, this helps to steam your food. Okay, now that's just going to go right in here, right in there. And then I'm telling you, this air fryer, look, 35 minutes, y'all. And we'll be back to put the rice in. Okay, so it's been like a few seconds for you. It's been longer than that for me, but we're going to go ahead and take out this pork. Now, I brought out some butter and some corn because that will go very nice with this. There. And of course, you know, we'll close this. I like how this closes opposed to a big oven, which, you know, might take a little effort. Ooh, those are cooked. Oh my gosh. Now you might wonder, what are we going to do with this next? Quite frankly, we are going to, because I'm going to move this, going to take this fork. Oh yeah, these are done. This didn't take very long to cook these, so we're just going to set this right here for a reason. I'm pretty sure you'll get the reason. Oh, as soon as I can balance that one, right? And then we are going to take our minute rice in this because we have this amount of liquid in here. Minute rice sometimes is a little difficult to get out of the box unless you know how to hold the box a certain way. So we will put that in there. Sometimes you just have to either pinch it open a little bit or push like that, or just go like that, hit it back. Or you can kind of rip back the top, which I know some people do. So I'm going to finish filling this with the rice. Okay, now that you see that we have the rice in there, we're going to go ahead and take our corn, put that in there. Now, I'm not really worried about like the pork I'm using because, like I said, you know, redoing the kitchen, we're trying not to mess up a lot of stuff. These come in handy. Trust and believe. I washed my hands. So I'm putting in a couple of pats of butter. Then I will put some liquid in this, which you can actually just take the corn can and use that to put the water in. So I'm going to put that water in there and we'll be back. Okay, so off camera I did cut the pork. We're going to mix the pork and that corn right in there. Now, this pork already has a glaze on it from cooking like that. Yes, you know, a lot of people on TikTok would ostracize how I'm chewing this. But at least I'm not wasting food like a lot of people on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube when they just throw food in that other people could probably have use of and not starve to death anyway. So we're going to put this back in there. Now, on this, I don't see that you would need to cover it because this rice is going to puff up. You could cover it, but again, the rice, this is minute rice. Minute rice cooks different. Let's go ahead and break that butter down than any other rice that you would use. So, we will put that in there. And we're going to set the timer on this. Speaking of timers, I almost thought that shut off on me. So, again, we're going to close this. Power. Okay. Now, this time, because we don't need this to go, 35 minutes, we're going to take this to 15. Except we're going to change that heat back up to where I had it. Now, the reason I'm going to do that is because when you have the pork, you want to make sure it stays on the same temperature. So, and also I hope you've been enjoying these videos because look forward to more of them. And when this is done, we'll be back. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. We can open this. That rice is about done. I'm just going to take it out and stir it. So just remember to hit that, or you can just open the door and it'll go back on. So the rice is actually done. I am going to put it back in for about 3 minutes longer. Rob was my taste tester. And what do you think? You like it?
It's good.
Okay, so let me put this back in and we will be back with the finished food. Yum. Okay, so it's actually done, and I'm also going to film this for my TikTok because this is actually done now, and I'm getting ready to take it out. And I'm getting ready to take this out. If you don't know about my TikTok, it's Auntie Char 5, where I'm over there. You know the character. Hi everyone, it's Auntie Char here. Yeah. I can do the voice without the filter. But okay, we have some beautiful, I mean, like, look at that. Most people will be like, ew, that ain't beautiful, that's ugly. You know what? Food is about the flavor, not necessarily what it looks like coming out. There's plenty of flavor in this dish, so I will meet you over at the table. So now that we are over here at the table with the food on the plate, yum. I have my phone here and my tablet there so that I can do this for both. So let's take a taste of this because, gosh, this smells delicious. Mmm. Oh my gosh. That rice is perfectly cooked. It's perfectly tender. The meat is tender, very flavorful. Let's see if I can show this to you. Very flavorful. Mmm. So, again, if you want a good healthy meal on a budget, sorry, it's so good. Remember the Deco Chef air fryer? Learn how to cook healthier with it. I mean, healthy cooking is important. Cooking on an open fire is another good way. I love that. I used to go camping a lot, and I always loved cooking over an open fire. So that's the other way to cook healthy, like our ancestors used to. Anyway, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And I will see you in the next one. Yeah.